And so, saying goodbye to our Tara on her lotus. So who we've had Aonye leaping, taking the leap of faith and landing on our lotus. And so let's see who we have today. Let's just all breathe together for a moment and see who it is that we need to come to us today, to take us in the journey of the next week. More water. Interesting. So this is, I'm going to turn on the lens here. It is Oshun. I'm just going to keep the light off. I can be in the dark for a little bit. So Oshun being about, we've moved from, I think, the waters of stillness to a little bit more, or being on a place of stillness within the waters that might be raging a little bit, to a place where we can flow with the waters. Let me just give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can pull her up here so that we can gaze upon her. Let's see. There's one. It's not the best image. Yeah, that's a bit odd. Let me try a different one. So it's not going to be, oh, here it is. Yes, she is. There we go. Lots of clicking, although she's very tiny. Okay, so let me share with you. Share screen. Okay. So there she is. Although, as I said, she's a little bit tiny on your screen. So. Okay, I'm just going to stop share for a moment, come back to you, put this on. Okay. So just get yourselves into a comfortable, meditative position and place. You can focus on your breath. So just taking some time to connect with the goddess Oshun. And she sounds like the ocean. The goddess of sensuality. She is a Brazilian Macumba goddess of the waters, rivers, streams, brooks, and is known for her love of beautiful things. She loves to adorn herself, especially in yellows and golds. Her rites at watery places include honoring her with honey and pennies, copper. Her necklace of cowrie shells symbolizes her knowledge and power in divination. It is said that the women dedicated to Oshun carry the special gift of their goddess. They walk and dance in the most tantalizing and provocative ways. In their walk is the flow of the river. None can escape their charms. So breathe into that. Breathe into that. And listen to the poem of Oshun. let me delight you with beauty, so the eye may dance with joy. Let me seduce you with scent, so that your nose inhales pleasure. Let me tantalize your taste till your tongue quivers. Let me caress you with sound that makes your ears sing and sing. Let me touch your body with waterfall music and adorn your beauty with golden bracelets and honey and perfume. And when all is experienced, when all your senses have been given play, when your spirit from the stars connects in a blissful way with your body from the earth, then you will know sensuality. When your spirit from the stars connects in a blissful way with your body from the earth, then will you know sensuality. And breathe into that place and connect with the flowing sensual energy of the goddess Oshun. Just take some last moments connecting with the goddess Oshun, with the flow of the water. Just be aware of any final insights or messages that she may have to share. Slowly start to follow your breath to bring you back into your space. Follow the movement of the exhale in particular, and following it out into the room in which you sit. When you're ready, open up your eyes. Well, look at that. I don't even need to have light on. You guys are just all glowing in my direction. And you can see me. So, welcome back. Before I stop the recording, I'm just going to share a little bit of what my experience of that was. If anybody else wants to share in the recording, that's totally fine. You'd be welcome to. But know that this I will be posting for people. So if you want to be more anonymous than that, you're welcome to do that too. So I found that very interesting. There were some things that came up. I've connected with Oshun before. Oh. I live in a house of dogs. There's dog fur everywhere. And I think that the first thing that came to me as I was really connecting with just the energy of Oshun was the fact that I have a sense of self-perception that I'm, pretty open to the beauty of the world and appreciate, the beauty of the world. But I realized I was thinking about taking the dogs out for a walk every morning in the beautiful dunes. I tend to do it through mental, you guys know, because I post on Facebook all the time, all the photos, because it's so beautiful and I want to capture it. And in the capturing of it, I'm not just being in it. I'm not just enjoying it. The dogs are, they're like sniffing over here and looking at bunnies over there, and I'm like, oh, let me take a picture, let me take a picture, let me take a picture. And so it sort of was that recognition of how it is different to try to capture an experience and actually being in the experience. And it is in the being in the experience that we open ourselves to this energy of sensuality. So that was the one thing that came to me. The other was I had just recently, like literally within the past couple of days, I'm not a big water person. I'm an air sign, happy with the air, not so much on the water. I will look at the water, but I don't tend to splash in the water. And, you know, now I live on an island. There's water everywhere. I mean, it's a big island, but
Yeah.
there's still water everywhere. And, you know, the beach is just right there. And I've had an appreciation for the movement of the tides, like a true appreciation where you're like, oh, I'm going to go down to Schlandwin Island and say hello to, you know, St. Dwynwen. Oh, crap. The water's up to my waist right now. I guess maybe not, right? Check the tides before you go. Because most of the time you can just, you know, well, twice a day anyways, you can just walk to it. But I've been aware of this pull, this want to be in the water, to feel the motion of the waves. And that felt, you know, often when I think about, you know, connecting with water, I'm like, oh, it'd be really nice to have a bath. But again, that's not the same as this flow of the tides. And that very much felt like the energy of Oshun, like that water, like how the water flows over you and the different pulls of it. So that was those are the two main things that I took from the meditation. But the last, just as we were coming out, it was struck with this thought. And again, it was very much of this sense of sensuality, right? Because in my classes, I talk a lot about this. I think it's Sam Keen, is it? Who says, I love this quote. I use it all the time, that the three rivers of sensuality, sexuality, and spirituality all flow from the same source. That sensuality is the way in which we merge with the energies of the earth, and sexuality is that again merging with this sense through, I think, like passion, the passion of union. And spirituality is also the energy of union, but it is with the divine. So sensuality, sexuality, spirituality are all the same energy, but it's just reflected in different ways. And
Hmm.
and that sensuality is very much connected with the earth. You know, as it says in the poem, it's where you take the energy of the stars, but you reflect it through the earth. That's where sensuality shows up. And I just kind of thought how many of us, and I'm totally putting myself in this as well, you know, I connect with my body, but my body's kind of achy and my knees are kind of hurting, and, you know, it doesn't feel like the body that I'm familiar with. So I'm not totally comfortable in my body. So then I move to my emotions, and my emotions are kind of scratchy, and sometimes they're, you know, open and wonderful and flowing, but sometimes they're just, they they can bring up feelings about the feelings themselves. So I go to my mind, and even in my mind can be concerned or worried or ruminating on things. And so where do I go? Each of those places can be a place of discomfort. So where do I go? And it was just this sense of Oshun saying, just let all of that go and just be in that place. So that was a little bit of how I felt Oshun showed up for me that I wanted to share. Is there anyone who is happy to share with whoever may be? I will turn off. So I'm going to say goodbye to those who have joined us from a non-live experience, and stop the recording.